off, the Fiba Asia Cup qualifiers came as a surprise to a lot of fans, especially those who doubted the move to tap cadets instead of pros for the final window. And I got to speak to Gilas standout Dwight Ramos before the team left for Serbia. He looks back at the team's performance in the Asia Cup qualifiers and shares whether he expected the team's perfect run.
Going in, I was very confident in our abilities. We practiced really hard together, and we all believed in ourselves, and our coaches believed in us. And so I think that just gave us really a lot of confidence going into the window. And so that's why you saw us perform at a pretty high level there.
Dwight, you were, as we take a look at your averages here, 15 points per game, 6.7 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game. So not only were you scoring and rebounding, you were also dishing out to your teammates. Personally, Dwight, how would you assess your performance?
Well, for me, I really enjoyed playing against Korea. They really challenged me, and it's been such a long time since I played in a organized basketball game. So playing against Korea, it really taught me like I had a lot to improve on, and I just, in terms of physicality, just really understanding the game. So I really learned a lot playing against Korea, and it really excited me playing against them. And so I can't wait to play more games, really.
Dwight, I got to speak to Coach Tab last Monday, and Coach Tab praised you for your attitude, your maturity on the court. I agreed and said that you're playing like a veteran, and you're just poised, you control everything on the hard court. He also said, by the way, that he thinks fans love you because you've got an amazing humility. And Coach Tab also adds that you've got that calm nature, but you're still an exciting player. Your reaction upon hearing those words, especially from your head coach, Tab Baldwin?
Yeah, you know, any compliment from Coach Tab, it feels like, you know, the highest praise in the world. He's the type of coach that he's really tough on you, and his expectations are really high. So just really to get any sort of praise from Coach Tab, it really makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'd agree with you on that one because, you know, it's hard to get compliments from Coach Tab. And like what you said, he's really tough on you for a reason. And he really, you know, he won't praise you so much. He will temper those praises for humility reasons, for the player to stay on their toes still. But this maturity and calm nature, where does it come from, Dwight? I know you played in a Division I school in the U.S., but you just seem so poised, like a veteran out there. Mm-hmm. Just, you know, you're like Chris Paul. You're like just controlling everything.
Mm-hmm. For me, that the calm nature is just like, that's just how I am, like throughout my life. I think my mom, my dad, they kind of instilled that in me to just stay calm through whatever happens, good or bad. It's just stay at an even level, so you're never too high, you're never too low. And so I just think that's just how I developed the calmness that I have on the court. And just in my head, I think about like good or bad plays. It all happens in basketball. That's what happens with the basketball player. So I never get too excited for a good play. I never get too down on a bad play. It's just, for me, that's just what happens during a basketball game. And so you just have to keep moving on to the next play.
And that's a great quality to have as a basketball player, because there are so many things happening on a hard court, but you seem unfazed with everything. Like what you said, not too high, not too low. Although that was such a high in emotions in that an exciting emotional third window, especially that first game, that win over South Korea. SJ Belangel, Dwight, I did ask this same question to Ange. Nailing that game-winning shot. Talk about witnessing, being there, something as historic and as epic as that shot. What was that experience like for you? Did you know that was going in when you pass it to him, right?
Well, inbounding the ball, I kind of looked at who had the best chance at a shot, and I saw that Carl probably would have gotten covered if he had gotten the ball. So I saw SJ flying off the screen, and like I just thought he had the best chance of making it, and he put the ball up and it went in, and it was such a crazy moment for me. I've never been in a game that ended like that, so it was really my first time.
Really? That was an epic shot, and it will be remembered forever. That crazy shot, up fake, off balance, three to win it all. SJ Belangel, props to you guys, and also to you for making that pass, that decision to give it to SJ off that curl. Now, Coach Tab said, Dwight, that one of the keys for the success of this team is your chemistry. What do you think? You and the rest of the players get along so well on and off the court. What makes that bond, like that chemistry that Coach Tab was talking about, you guys?
Yeah, the chemistry between us it's really big, because I mean when we're playing for each other, we're you can really see it on the court. And so when one of us is doing well, everybody's happy. I'm not sure if you guys saw the three people that got cut from the games.
Yeah.
And they were sitting in the stands. Those guys were cheering and talking as if they were in the game. So that just goes to show like how well we blended as a team, because even though they're not part of the lineup at that game, it still felt like they were part of the team, and that just really goes to show how well we've built our chemistry throughout all the bubbles and practices and stuff.